Welcome back to Dropout Trades, everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made $30,000 in 1 hour trading the SPY on Friday. Let's go. Let's get right into it. So first of all, we're going to start with a daily, okay, and look at our support and resistance levels. This is what I saw. We had the 451.98 resistance level and we had the 453.44 resistance level. Now, how did that help me play it out? Let's go to a lower time frame. All right, so as you can tell, SPY was just literally pushing up all day. I had the resistance level of 451 and 50 cents and 451 and 98, 452 we can call it. I wasn't really thinking about trading anything over here. I was just watching it, understanding what's going on that day, seeing how everything is moving. It did break out of here from the 451.52, got to 451 and 92 cents. This is where I started getting a little bit more interested in entering puts. Now, one of the main reasons I was thinking about entering puts, most of the market was pushing up. Apple's earnings were not as good. Now, Apple was down about 2.5 or 3% at the moment. Usually when Apple is down after earnings, it will bring the whole market down with it. That's not the only reason I entered this put, but that was a big main reason. I looked at all the stocks, Tesla for example as well, was just going sideways the whole day. Up 0.40%, down 0.20%, up and down, just going sideways the whole day. It just wasn't looking strong to me. The SPY should have not been up that day. If you watch over here, it had pretty hard time pushing up every time. Once it did push above this, I knew we're definitely not breaking above this 453.44. And I'll show you why right now. While everybody was looking and waiting for this gap up, I understood that this is not going to happen today. And the more likely that this gets close to this 453 level, 453 and 50 cents, the more likely I'm going to be entering puts with a very tight stop loss if it does break that level over here and does start to gap up, which I didn't think it's going to fill this gap on Friday. I was right. If you can watch the stock through a whole day, to me it just wasn't looking as strong. Apple was down. Most of the stocks were going sideways. It just didn't make sense. Anyways, I entered the 450 puts expiring Friday, which I usually never do same day options, but I believed in this trade a lot, so I decided to enter. I entered with very little size. I only entered with $1,100. I usually trade between 10,000 to 25,000. Sometimes a little bit more, depends on how sure I am. But because this trade was obviously a lot more riskier, I only entered with $1,100. My price target was going to be 448, to be honest. It wasn't to ride it all the way down over here, but it was to get out around 448 and 90 cents, 448 and 50 cents, and that would have netted me about a 2,000% profit on that trade. That's what I was looking forward to, between 500 to 2,000% profit. Anyways, I entered right over here at 452 and 73 cents. Okay, it was right over here just to make it a little easier. I entered right over here where that green candle is. Once I entered, a couple minutes later, it started coming down a little bit, broke this down, went back down to 452 and 24 cents. I was holding it. I wanted to see it break this 452. That's exactly what happened. Broke to 452 to 451, and I was just playing it out, kept moving my stop loss closer and closer and closer, so I will keep the profits just in case it does get rejected and reverse. Anyways, I knew once it breaks this level of the 451s, it's going to be a big dump. As you can tell, it was a pretty strong support level on the 3-minute chart over here. So once it did break that, I decided to hold. We got to around the 450s areas, broke that again, came back up to 449.90s. My stop loss was going to be at 450 and 70 cents. I kept it pretty far out because I knew it's going to have a healthy pullback and then keep making its way down. Anyways, got closer to the 448 levels. This is where I was supposed to exit. Kept moving my stop loss closer. I decided to keep riding this because it was looking like a lot of downward pressure. Stuck to it. I knew once we break this 448s, we will definitely see 446s, even if it takes some time and it's going to be a little hard. And that's exactly what happened. If you keep looking over here, keeps going down. I don't know why it doesn't fit in the chart, but it went down to, if I'm correct, 4.46 and maybe like 20-30 cents. I exited at 4.46 and 70 cents. My option went from 11 cents a contract, which is $11, to $324 a contract. That's about, what is it, 3,100%, 3,200% on this option alone. From $1,100, I came out with around $32,000. I didn't even do the math yet. I'll do it soon. I'll show you the trade confirmations right now. All right, so as you can tell over here, action, buy to open, underline symbol, SPY, contract. This is with confirmation, so I just took it out. I don't know if it has anything to do with my account or not. Just for my safety, I blurred it out. Quantity, 100 contracts. Order type, limit price, 11 cents, and duration, day. Okay, so my first take profit was at $285 a contract. I sold 25 contracts out of the 100, which leaves me with 75. Now, the reason I did this is because I wanted to make sure I secure some profits. It was about $7,100. So $7,100 from $1,100, and I still have 75 contracts is amazing. Always make sure you secure your profits just in case it does hit a reversal. Anyways, I let the rest run. Let's see how those went. I sold the rest of the 75 contracts at $325 a piece, which brings this out to $24,375. Altogether, it brings it out to $31,500 from $1,100 in less than an hour. My profit out of this was $30,400. Not bad. I'll take it. Now, one thing that I want to make very clear, these trades don't come every day. Now, I've gotten pretty good at finding them, so I do hit them about 3 to 4 times a month, which is amazing. But that's not the trades that I look for every day. Usually, I trade 1 week out options, and the returns that I get are between 20 to 80% on an option. These trades don't come every day, so don't go looking for them and playing lottery tickets and losing a lot of money. You're just going to get into a cycle that you don't want to. Only if that certain setup is there, that's when you play these trades. For example, for this trade, my risk was $400. So I was willing to lose 400, to make 8,000, 20,000, 30,000. That's the logic there. Anyways, if you liked this video and you found it helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Let me know down in the comments below if there's any questions or anything that you think I could have shown more, or if you have any other questions. We'll see you in the Sunday video tomorrow with the trading plan for the week.